Alrighty, so now we're in Excel. We're going to show you how to calculate expected value. So starting from the first, remember that to find expected value, we're going to need the probability distribution. And to get a probability distribution, you're going to need some sort of survey or some sort of data. And we'll call this step. Let's get a bigger font here. We'll call this step 1. Call this step 2. We'll call this step 3. If the reason you're watching for this video is academic purposes, a lot of the times your professors or teachers will give you the probability distribution already. They'll give you the probability of the variable. But, to be thorough, we'll start from step 1. So in this case, we're doing a survey on how many computers are in a household. And we find that households with 0 computer, there's a 1,510 households without a computer. And this is for a survey in a town with 89,350 computers, 89,350 households in that town. So after we have the survey results, we want to find the probability distribution. And we do that by taking our x variables, which is the number of computers. So x equals number of computers. And to find that probability, we simply take our x. No, we take our number of the corresponding number to the variable. We take that and divide it by the total. And then we get the percentage of the whole. And then I'm gonna fix this cell, a little Excel tips and trick right here. I'm gonna fix this cell by using F4 on Windows and Command T on MacBook. And I can just drag it on down from there. And you see, if I open each cell, you see the formula like so. And this, in the sum of the probability, you see it's 1.0, which is the equivalent of 100%. And all of these are the equivalent of percentage, but I'll switch it into percentage terms for simplicity. And these all total up to the sum. And in this graph I added here, you can see that data is almost, well, it is, but it's almost perfectly normally distributed. And simple way to explain that is I'm going to make another video on normal distributions, but the vast majority of the households have 2 computers, as you see. And yeah, I'm going to make another video describing that, just so it's going to take a little bit more time to dive into that. So now that we have our probabilities based on the survey results, we take this information, and this is our formula once again. To find the expected value, we have our x, which is the number of computers, once again. At least my knowledge. And this is going to be our expected value. I'm going to denote it as EV. So to get the probability, we already calculated it over here in the probability distribution. So simply I'm going to press equals and just click it into the first cell, which corresponds to the x, and drag it down. And we'll do the sum function to sum these all up. Well, yeah, this will also be summed. So to find the expected value for the 0, we're going to take x and multiply it by the probability. And you see for 0 computers, with a probability of 2%, there's going to be 0 computers. So now that we found the expected value for each individual, you're going to want to sum it up. And once it's all summed up, we see that 1.86 comes out. And it doesn't really make sense that there would be 1.86 computers in a household. However, in discrete random probability distributions, it's almost always not going to be a perfect number. And that's okay. You just use that information to the best of your knowledge, as this is just, on average, the weighted average of how many computers is in a household. And you see here in the formula, the summation symbol right here is us summing all of the expected values within each x, and then we find the expected value. and the expected value is 1.86 computers per household. And then you can use that information to do as you please. So that's expected value in Excel. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.